Startup Stories in association with Olook.in. 6th October 2010 marked the birth of an app that would be embraced by over a billion people, including some of the world's most powerful figures, and was set to transform the nature of photography. Its arrival in Apple's App Store was accompanied by a brief note outlining the company's vision to make photographs fast, simple, and beautiful. The company we are talking about today is none other than Instagram, and this is the success story of Kevin Systrom. Born on 30th December 1983, Kevin is the founder and CEO of Instagram. His mother was a marketing executive at Zipcar, while his father was the vice president at TJX Companies. He was first introduced to computer programming during his schooling days at Middlesex School, which only grew further while playing Doom 2 and creating his own levels as a child. As he grew in age, he began creating programs to prank his friends by appearing to hack their AOL Instant Messenger accounts. Well, this undying love for technology was initially instilled in him from his mother, who had entered the tech world during its nascent stages. Although his first real job was far from technology. Kevin although began his college life with computer science, he later moved to management science and engineering program because the classes at CS were more academic than applied, and MS had a focus-driven approach towards practical subjects like finance and economics. Going ahead, he was one of the 12 students who were chosen to participate in the highly prestigious Mayfield Fellows program at Stanford University. This is where he first got to taste how the startup world felt like. However, a year later, after completing his degree in 2006, Kevin joined Google and went on to work for them for around 3 years. He began as an associate product marketing manager and worked on products like Gmail, Google Calendar, spreadsheets, among others, and later after 2 years, he moved ahead to the corporate development team. Kevin always had the urge of getting into the social space, but for some or the other reason, he just couldn't. However, in January 2009, Kevin finally decided to take the risk and joined a startup called Nextstop.com as their product manager. While at Nextstop, it had become very clear to him that entrepreneurship was where he was meant to be. He just had to pursue his passion for photography and social sharing full time. In his spare time, he started working on an idea which was a mix of Foursquare and Flickr. It was an app that allowed location-based photo sharing, and he called it Bourbon. Once the prototype was ready, he presented the same to Baseline Ventures and Andreessen Horowitz at a party in January 2010. Well, luck played its part, and within just 2 weeks of quitting his job, he received $500,000 as seed funding from both Baseline Ventures and Andreessen Horowitz. Once that was done, he knew that just like all the successful startups, he too needed a co-founder, and he found that in his friend Mike Krieger. Now, because Bourbon was very close to what Foursquare was, they although got a lot of hype in tech blogs, but it wasn't really going anywhere. However, the one thing that clicked was photo sharing. Kevin had understood that Bourbon contained too many features, and users always want something simple. That is when they decided to focus on one specific feature, and that was photo sharing. It was during that time that Kevin happened to go on a beach walk with his fiancée Nicole. She told him that she would not use his app simply because her pictures would never be as good as the ones a mutual friend took, and also told him that even he should add filters to their app which would make the pictures look better. Well, this was the last nail in the coffin. They stripped the app completely and customized it only for the iPhone users at first. This was because iPhone 4 was just launched in the market, and the phone had a high-quality built-in camera which transformed the pictures and would make them look even better. Soon, the duo began working on the idea aggressively for 8 weeks straight, tweaking code and refining the visual design. And finally, on the night of 6th October 2010, they pushed the launch button, and Instagram was introduced to the world. The name Instagram is derived from the words instant and telegram. Well, within just 2 hours from the time Instagram went live, its servers came falling down because of the rush of the traffic. Out of the fear of instant failure, they went on to work like crazy all night to get the servers back up and then to keep everyone online and running. Word has it that more than 25,000 people had signed up on Instagram in the first 24 hours. People just loved the way the app allowed them to make their photographs unique without having to give out personal information. It was just about following others and sharing pictures. Within just 9 months, Instagram had a record-breaking 7 million users, which also included some of highly influential tech-loving celebrities like Justin Bieber and Ryan Seacrest. Well, this is what forced Mark Zuckerberg to take notice of this rising app. He realized that a lot of their users had stopped using Facebook to post photos and instead were sharing them via their Instagram feed. And since photo uploading had been one of the key elements of Facebook's own initial rise in popularity, it was indeed a matter of concern to Mark Zuckerberg. That is when he thought that why not they both be one company and proposed the same to Kevin. During the same time, Kevin was also invited to the Tony conference run by an investment bank called Allen & Co. in Arizona. After talking for a while in front of a campfire over drinks one night, Jack Dorsey and Ali Rouhani proposed to Kevin that they would buy Instagram for around $500 million. To add to that, Kevin was also being offered a great amount of funds from Sequoia Capital as well. After giving a lot of thought, Kevin finally put an end to all the suspense and decided to go with the investment from Sequoia Capital and remain an independent company. Kevin also contacted Mark to let him know about his decision. But unlike Twitter, he doesn't take no for an answer. He asked Kevin to meet up to discuss his decision in detail. After deep and healthy discussions, Mark finally gave an offer that was double of what Twitter had floated and what the venture capitalists had valued the company at. Well, this time, it was a deal. Instagram, along with its 13 employees, was acquired by Facebook for approximately $1 billion in April 2012. However, even after the acquisition, Instagram would still remain an independently managed company and is growing exponentially, surpassing everyone's expectation. The company is now housed at Facebook's main campus in Menlo Park, California. Today, Instagram is valued at more than $50 billion. It is often known to be a home for all the celebrities. Some of these include big names like Eminem, Kim Kardashian, Cristiano Ronaldo, Justin Bieber, Shah Rukh Khan, and many more. Well, Kevin still takes care of the overall vision and strategy along with the day-to-day operations of the not-so-old startup. Under his shelter, Instagram has gone on to become the fastest-growing services of all time. He's a man who always believes in simplifying matter and using creativity to solve all the problems. The product is also perceived by many to be home for visual storytelling for the masses, be it celebrities, newsrooms and brands, to teens, musicians and absolutely anyone. We wish Instagram all the best for the future. Thank you so much everyone for suggesting us to do a story on Instagram. We hope you liked it. Do let us know whose story do you want to see next in the comment section below, and we'll soon have it uploaded on this channel. For more inspirational stories and updates from the startup world, visit our website startupstories.in.